Hello everyone, this is liurong here, and this is my BE presentation. And let's start with the introduction. So the problem I was chose is workplace harassment and discrimination. This kind of unethical problem is very common in enterprise around the world. It often occurs in labor relations when employees work in the same workplace harass and bully their subordinate or colleagues based on their position advantage or interpersonal enterprise relationship or interpersonal in relationship. And discrimination is the unwillingness of one type of laborers group to work with another, such as races. It's like a bomb buried deeply inside the company, which will continually poison the enterprise culture, affect the work efficiency and enthusiasm of the employees, lead to employee strike and talent loss, and make the enterprise lose its core competitiveness, and often damage the image of enterprise and brands, leading to a large number of user loss. So, um, I evaluation this ethical problem with five ethical series, and the first is cognitivism. So the main disagreement in meta ethic is the difference in moral judgments, while cognitivism represents a proportional series of proper truths such as human beliefs. Simply put, the moral of otherwise of the thing can be viewed as objective facts rather than subjective and changeable things. The problem, such as harassment, is obviously an infringement on the privacy and rights of the harassed, which is clearly rejected not only in moral ethic but also in the law. The next one is deontology. Normative ethic refers a traditional ethic system that established human moral code of a construct from metaphysics or experience. It was the dominant position in ethic. The deontology proposed by Kant in indicates that the highest moral value is determined by the internal structure of our behavior, and that human beings have a practical reason and moral sense. This theory also plays a decisive role in the establishment of social moral consciousness and the purity of the people. No one should regard or use it to mean to the end of others. In the course of personal life, we need to um, tentacle obey our reason and will, do not harm to others, and act under the guidance of a sense of obligation, and not be swayed by our own desire. The next one is the theory of justice. It was first put forward by John Rawls by summarizing the social contract theories represented by Locke, Rousseau, Kant, and other predecessors. It aims to put forward an explanation of justice due to utilitarianism. Utilitarianism. It holds that everyone and every people is entitled to enjoy and have equal rights and freedom because of the external condition of lives and other factors. People are not equal in the starting point, right? So it's necessary to adjust through the principle of the justice Obviously, the job gap is not equal, so that system need to adjust in equally so as to avoid harassment. And racial difference is important and cannot be changed. And every citizen should enjoy equal rights, so there should be no discrimination. And the next is descriptive morality, and it refers to people research and attitude toward morality, which is different from the normative morality that aims to outline a universal code of conduct or value that tells people what is right and what is wrong, thus contribute the construction of social morality and establishment the, and adjustment of the law and religions. So one of the most famous is Kohlberg's series of moral development, which is establish rules and orders through three stage so as to help individuals improve their own quality and moral requirement. It can also be applied to business and enterprise, named to development a code of ethic for employees. Uh, Although this code often changes with different regions and cultures, similar similar incidents of employees harassment and discrimination are not accepted by moral and people's value in today's rule of law society, no matter where you are. So the last one is the virtue theory. It, and as an important part of ethic, the theory of virtue has been paid more and more attention by the word ethic circle. So Aristotle taught virtue include practical virtue and wisdom virtue, uh, emphasizing the importance of rule of theory. But today's series of virtue sees life as a whole, and people develop virtue and character in such as the environment. So generally, politeness, loyalty, tolerance, justice, and so on also can be called by virtues, and it's also have commercial application. They have six dimensions of corporate virtue ethic, namely community, excellence, rule identity, wholeness, judgment, and integrity. So workplace harassment and discrimination are rampant because these people have lost their human virtue and are manipulated by false desire to lead to disaster. Um, so we have five recommendations to solve this problem. The first is develop a code of business ethic. Um, The code of ethic can regulate the enterprise and its stakeholders. It can be said that it's also part of company's business philosophy and ideal, and can be used to reject the basic direction of company's culture and base business activity. At the same time, the ethic code should be implemented into actions, controlled and guided through a series of reward and review mechanisms, and those who violate the codes should be punished, no matter what position you are and no matter what you do. You must abide by the company rules and religions and regulations, while damaging the overall image and internal atmosphere of the company. The next one is set ethical goals to avoid, in order to avoid damaging the in order to avoid the damaging in interest of others in the pursuit of profit mechanism. Enterprise should set up corresponding ethical goals and honor these goals we should restrain ourselves and realize moral self-discipline actively. We can enterprise needs, and when our enterprise need to use unethical means to obtain benefit or maintain several, the company lose its value and significance, and the same of the employees. If an enterprise want to achieve long-term development, it must realize the unity of economic goals and ethical goals. So the next one is strengthen the moral education of employees. So in employees training and education courses, moral construction should be strengthened to help employees inject strong personal will into their thought and behavior so that can avoid moral decline. They can also participate in some public welfare social activities to help promote the benign development of society so as to improve the um, centripetal force and higher moral uh, achievement of employees. It is also beneficial to improve the coordinate brand image and to help the uh, realization of economic goals. Pay attention to the calculate uh, cultivation of corporate culture so that employees understand and accept the moral education of the enterprise. The next one is ethical construction should be promoted from the top. So we all know a successful enterprise must be one with more high moral standard, and the top leaders in the enterprise exactly when the key people to improve the coordinate is ethical standard. Therefore, it is necessary to senior leader to enterprise to pay leading rule, set an example, give enterprise high standard of value, established a moral and fair environment. Let employees feel that it is necessary to follow ethic and become a member of the enterprise. Similar harassment and discrimination problem often occurs in uh, often occur in the upper leadership, right? So when the leaders of the enterprise dare to take the responsibility to education and urge employees to build moral quality, the enterprise will naturally be successful. The last one is to ensure a good operating environment. Um, the internal management environment of an enterprise is closely related to the external operating environment. It is often the external environment that forces the enterprise to pay more attention to the moral issue, such as the government, law, the religions, and so on. So therefore, to ensure the implementation of moral construction, we should not only make the market uh, e- e- we should not only make the market economic environment more perfect and stable, but also make internal effort to consciously observe, strengthen, and improve the construction of the business ethic, so as to ensure the stability and health to the enterprise, the market, and the society. So that's all my presentation. Thank you for watching.